Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so I kind of changed my mind at the last episode and I am going to land this untested crazy lander on the moon. So, well, I shouldn't say moon, Minmus. It is a moon, but I'm going to land this thing. I think I should land it and do the dignity of landing it. So I really hope the last episode has helped you guys. I'm not, like one thing I will claim is I don't know anything about this game, but at the same time I can get you to Minmus and I can get you to the moon. It's just a matter of trial and error in a sense. Everything in this game is trial and error. If you've never done it before, don't get mad at me because for some reason you couldn't land off the first try of watching my video. I am not going to have any sympathy for you. So, to me this game, it's hard, but once you figure out some of the basics of what you need to do, it's not that big of a deal anymore. So, let's try landing on this godforsaken massive, this looks like a big mass of poo. I don't even know, like I can't even describe. It's like if somebody were to ask me what the surface of Minmus looks like, I'd just be like, I don't know. If you ever took like a big chunk of poo, actually I don't think anyone has ever just took a big chunk of poo. So I think I take that back in general. Nobody rolls. It would be considerable to a rolled up piece of poop. Not with your fingers though. That's just disgusting. So let's do a little bit of correction here. I want my landing to be a little bit more towards this lake bed or whatever this is. It looks like a really flat surface. So I'm okay with flat things. That's very nice. Well, not everything flat. Some things need to be rounded. Will not comment on what needs to be rounded, but you get the idea. You have such a dirty mind. So, you can see, dude, this thing spins so fast that if you want to do like a really pinpoint landing, you kind of lose out on some of that stuff. I haven't, one thing I will say too is I am not experienced at landing on Minmus, so give me a break. This is like basically my second landing ever. So, this might end horribly, but you guys will get to see it. Now just straighten out this orbit, or I mean this landing a little bit. And a new thing I found out and from one of my commenters have helped me out so much. So you can change this to surface. You can just click on it and change it. I did not know that. I wish I'd known that since like the beginning, because it would have helped me considerably. Where were you, commenter? So let's get these gears down. Yeah, look at that. Now this is a relatively big lander, but I have big plans for Mr. Big Lander. So, one thing I plan on doing is like, maybe putting some stuff into orbit, having another basic, like another relay kind of station set up for my space station, and basically it's going to be kind of like a meeting point for stuff that I kind of don't want attached or near the space station. I think I'm just going to get rid of this big stage. There's no point in having it. I'll just slow myself down to the point where it's just silly, and then afterwards just detach. Because I don't even need this thing. This is way too much. Not to mention, I wanted to be able to do a landing with only my lander. So you can see 8 meters a second is like fucking is amazing. Wow, I almost cursed. Almost cursed. You know, it's really hard to do videos without swearing. I really have to try. One thing I failed to do was transfer fuel from this to this, so it's really hard not to swear doing some of the, at least playing this game in general. If you guys would actually hear me playing when I'm not on camera, I'm like, every other word, yeah, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. You guys know. I think just about everyone who plays this game, like, violently curses at their monitor every single time something happens that shouldn't. No, I have a lot of engines on this thing too, and I know you guys are gonna be like, you don't need all that. Like I said, this thing is gonna be a payload. This thing's is basically designed for payloads. It's made for lifting and landing heavy payloads. Ooh, that did not sound so good. So I really hope that that piece right there isn't anything that's gonna get in my way when I'm landing. So just coming down ever so nice and gently. I think I'm gonna have to do a redesign on this thing already, but I mean, it's on Minmus, so it's not a big deal. But I didn't put a ladder on there. That's the one thing I always forget something like really trivial every single time I design a rocket. It's always like, oh, I forgot to put a ladder on it. That's amazing. Oh, I forgot to put lights on it or something. And then afterwards, I'm like kicking myself for even doing it. So we're coming down on this strange celestial body. And this thing is going to be so amazing to launch, to do my moon bases on here. I think I'm like liking this so much better. Holy crap. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about that RCS. We got some right here. So, yeah, you can see this lander is very high, so I might as well just do an EVA. And this won't be my first Kerbin on Minmus, but you're gonna fall and crack your face open. Oh. I guess I gotta test this for right now, otherwise I'm gonna have to redesign. So, whoa. Stop jumping like that. I'm trying to line you up, stupid. So I think I'm just gonna use RCS. I'll just bring them over here. And then just kind of jump them up. There we go. Yeah, that works. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna be having lots of fun frolicking on Minmus. Yeah, right. I'm gonna get a rover on here. You guys kidding me? I would never walk across the surface. So, woo! It's just amazing on how high that these guys can jump, like on, like on the moon and everything else. You do it on Kerbin, they can barely jump like a foot off the ground. So, whoa! All right. Yeah, one thing I found out too is you can, with a 100% pack, you can actually take off and get into orbit with just a Kerbin on Minmus. That's amazing. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.